This is Epic Book Recaps, a podcast that offers complimentary audio summaries of influential nonfiction books, making learning a smarter experience. I'd Rather Be Reading by Bogel. To read or not to read? Books are like magical portals that take us on wild adventures, show us amazing places, and teach us about everything in the whole wide world. They make our brains grow bigger and make us feel all sorts of happy emotions. When we snuggle up with a super awesome book, we become best friends with our own thoughts and feelings. It's like going on a secret mission inside our own minds, where we can escape from the noisy world and have all the fun we want. Reading should totally be your favorite thing ever. It's like a special superpower that helps you become the coolest person you can be. If you're looking for excitement, knowledge, or just some quiet time, books are there to help you discover the real you and make your imagination go crazy with ideas. Get ready for an amazing adventure in the land of books. Not a big fan yet? Don't worry, reading can be your cuddly friend when you're feeling stressed. And if you want to make reading even more awesome, get your colorful pens ready because I have some super cool tips for you. Let's get started. Finding the perfect book at just the right time can be like stumbling upon a magical treasure. It's like the universe whispers to you, hey, this book is meant for you. It's not just about luck, but also about being open to new adventures in the world of books. Don't be afraid to venture into unknown territories. Sometimes the most amazing books are the ones you least expect. So don't stick to your usual favorites, explore different genres and authors, and who knows what marvelous surprises you might find. In your quest for the perfect book, keep an open mind and embrace your curiosity. Even if a book doesn't immediately grab your attention, give it a chance. You never know when it might hold the message you need to hear at that very moment in your life. Let me tell you a story about Bogel's son. He had to read a book for school called And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. Now, this wasn't the kind of book he'd normally choose. He was a bit skeptical at first, but guess what? The magic of books happened. Once he started reading, he couldn't put it down. It became one of his all-time favorites. Oh, and don't forget to explore libraries and bookstores. There's something special about physically browsing through books. You might stumble upon hidden treasures that online algorithms can't find. And if you're not sure what to read, ask a friendly bookstore consultant for a recommendation. They can help you discover new books to add to your reading list. But remember, my dear friend, self-reflection is key. Take a moment to think about what's happening in your life and what challenges you're facing. This will guide you to books that will touch your heart and soul when you need them most. So let your curiosity be your guide. Be an explorer in this big, wonderful world of books. And by doing so, you'll increase the chances of finding books that will entertain, enlighten, and transform you at just the right time. Happy reading, calling all bookworms. Let's unite and share our love for books together. It's so awesome to connect with others who adore reading just as much as we do. Whether you're a super-duper bookworm or just starting out, joining a book club or chatting with friends about books can make your reading experience even more amazing. Being part of a book club or reading group makes you feel like you belong. It's like finding your bookish tribe. And guess what? Being in a book club is way more than just adding books to your never-ending reading list. It's a magical place where you can dive deeper into the world of books. You'll discover amazing titles and authors you may have never stumbled upon before. But wait, there's more. The discussions in book clubs bring fresh and mind-blowing perspectives that make the books even more awesome. You can learn from other people's experiences, share your own thoughts and ideas, and truly understand the books you read on a whole new level. Oh, and have you ever thought about having a book buddy? It's like having a buddy in crime, but for reading. You and your book buddy can pick books that both of you find interesting and then gush about them together. You'll have the most thought-provoking and mind-boggling discussions that challenge each other's thinking and make reading even more fun. I don't know about you, but I would be totally lost without my fellow readers. They're the ones who recommend amazing books and tell me why they love them. It's like having a treasure trove of bookish knowledge. But hey, let's remember something important. When it comes to books, you don't have to follow society's rules. It's totally okay if you haven't read those must-read classics or the books that are trendy on TikTok. And guess what? It's also okay if you never plan to read them. You gotta do what feels right for you. So, embrace your own reading style. Whether you're into Marvel comics, manga, or romantic fantasy, it's all good. Don't let anyone tell you what you should be reading, and don't do that to others either. The only rule in reading is to follow your heart and read what you love. Happy reading, my fellow bookworms. Get your library in tip-top shape like a total pro. When it comes to organizing your very own book wonderland, it can be a mega challenge, no matter if you have just a few books or a whole bunch. How you arrange your bookshelf is like showing off your super cool personality, all your interests, and your reading history. It's like a magical journey. But hey, if you need a little help getting started, I've got some awesome suggestions for you. If you want your bookshelf to look seriously snazzy, why not split it into 3 parts? Yep, 1/3 for your amazing books, 1/3 for epic decorations, and 1/3 for some free space. It's like creating a perfect balance for your eyes and gives you room for other awesome stuff too. Now let's talk about how to organize your books. There are so many rad ways to do it. You can go alphabetically by color. How cool would a rainbow bookshelf be? By author or even by genre? You just gotta find the way that makes you feel like a true bookmaster. But here's the thing, don't be afraid to mix things up. You might discover a new way to organize that blows your mind. Be open to change, my friend, and try out different ways until you find the one that's totally perfect for you. Oh, and if you're a total sucker for pretty book covers, don't even feel bad about it. Show those beauties off and enjoy their totally awesome looks. And if you ever have to choose between 2 copies of the same book, go for the one that looks even more amazing. If you just can't decide, why not go all out and get a 3rd one? You'll be an epic collector in no time. Another super cool idea is to start a collection of signed copies of your favorite books. It's like adding a personal touch to your collection and making it super special. Imagine having different editions or even books in different languages. That's like having a little piece of magic right on your bookshelf. Last but not least, don't be afraid to say goodbye to books that don't make you jump for joy anymore. It's totally okay to let them go and make room for new, exciting books that you'll absolutely love. Keep your collection fresh and full of adventure. Remember, my friend, read and collect books because you love them, not because you want to impress anyone. It's all about having a blast and going on awesome literary adventures. Oh, and guess what? The Library of Congress in Washington, D.C. is like the biggest library in the whole wide world. It's got a mind-blowing catalog with over 175 million things. Can you even imagine? It's like a book lover's dream come true. How to read more. Super duper fun tips. If you want to read more books, but you're like, where do I even start? Don't worry, I've got some totally awesome strategies to help you out. First things first, let's set a super exciting deadline. Like, pick a number of books you want to read and give yourself a time to finish. It's like a cool challenge for yourself. Next, don't go all crazy and try to read for hours straight away. That's just going to make you tired and blah. Start with just a few minutes of reading each day, or go for a book that's not too big and scary. Now make sure you set aside some special time for reading. Even if you're super busy, just carve out a tiny bit of time, like 15 minutes before bed, to get lost in a book. To make things even more awesome, you can listen to audiobooks while you're on the go, like during your commute or when you're exercising. It's like reading, but with your ears. Oh, and guess what? It's totally fine if you don't finish a book. If it's not grabbing your attention, you can just skim through parts or put it down and find something more exciting. And when you're done with a book, you might be like, what do I read next? No worries, my friend. Here are some fun ways to decide. Mix it up. Read different kinds of books, like a super thrilling mystery one week and a silly comedy the next. It's like giving your brain a workout. Follow the author's trail. Start with their earliest works and move on to their latest. You'll learn so much about how their life influenced their stories. So cool. Join reading challenges. You can challenge yourself to read a certain number of books in a year, or explore books from all over the world. It's like an adventure for your imagination. Keep a list of all the books you want to read. Whenever you find a book that sounds awesome, add it to your list. When you're ready for a new book but don't know what to pick, your list is like a treasure chest full of amazing options. So there you have it, my super fun tips to help you read more books and have a blast while doing it. Happy reading, my bookworm buddies. Level up your reading adventure. As you grow, your reading journey grows too. You might notice how your likes and dislikes change over time, and that's totally cool. Embrace the change and see it as a super fun and exciting part of your reading life. Reading a book again at different times in your life can show you new things and give you fresh ideas. It's like a magical mirror that reflects how you've grown and changed as a person and reader. It's like a superpower for learning more about yourself. A really awesome book will always have something new to tell you when you come back to it. But reading isn't just about learning about yourself. It's also a super-duper self-care tool. It helps you relax, think deeply, and understand how you and the characters in the book feel. To make the most of this, make reading a special part of your day as a way to take care of yourself. Choose specific times to read, create a cozy reading spot, and maybe even keep a reading diary. A reading diary is like a secret place where you can write down all the books you've read and what you think about them. It's really cool because it helps you remember your thoughts and feelings and makes reading even more amazing. Reading can be like doing magic tricks with your mind. Are there any other ways to make reading super duper exciting? If you want a fun challenge and like practical stuff, try using special reading tricks called critical reading strategies. They help you write cool reviews or understand books even better. One trick you can use is called the Cawpile review system. Each letter is like a secret code that helps you rate different things. Characters, like the cool people in the book. Atmosphere, the special feeling you get from the book. Writing style, how the words are written. Plot, the exciting adventure in the book. Intrigue, how curious the book makes you. Logic, how things make sense in the book. Enjoyment, how much fun you have reading the book. Remember, reading is all about you and the books having an awesome time together. So why not start your reading adventure today? Grab a book, find your special spot, and let the pages take you on an incredible journey. Whether you're super duper into reading or not really into it at all, if you made it to the end of this super cool summary, then you must be kinda interested in books, right? So remember, reading is all about having fun. It's not some boring chore that society forces on you. Trust your instincts and don't let anyone else pick your books for you. Here's a fun idea. Check out the Headway app to read summaries of books before you start reading them. That way, you can make sure they match up with what you like and get super excited about them. Your local library is like a treasure trove of books, and they even have digital versions you can borrow for free. It's like having a magical portal to a whole world of stories without spending a penny. Oh, and have you tried reading on a fancy e-reader or using reading apps? They're like tiny little magic boxes that make reading way more convenient and easy. Plus, you can take them anywhere you go, just like a pocket-sized library. So, go on and explore the amazing world of books with a big ol' smile on your face. Enjoy the adventure.